before you buy or sell, make sure you do this. Is what I'm going to be teaching you today. Before you buy or sell, make sure you put these things in consideration that I'll be explaining to you. So this is our chart, and we are currently on GBP JPY. Guys, this is your boy Master FX on the mic. So I'll be explaining today how to do your proper analysis before you enter a buy or a sell. So a lot of people have been finding difficulty, mostly beginners, that sir, what can I do after my analysis? How can I know the right time to enter into the trade, or when to wait, or the right time to enter into my buy or my sell? So whatever pair you're analyzing, I will be breaking it down to you today, just what you're going to put in consideration before you take in any buy or any sell. So let's dive into our chart and put some things into consideration. So this is my screen, and currently now I'm on GPP JPY. I'm on GPP JPY. So as we all know, this is how the chart moves. It moves up and down. But in my last videos, we talk about chart pattern. Before you can properly understand this video, make sure you watch the last video I did on chart pattern. And after watching chart pattern, make sure you are good at your candlestick pattern. If you are good in these two things, then it's going to be easy for you to do this practical analysis and get it right, as I'll be doing. So firstly, we are going to be looking for our reversal pattern. And as we all know, we have diverse or different type of reversal pattern. But anyone that comes our way, anyone we see on our way, we're going to use it for what? For an example in the doing the analysis, and see if it's going to be playing out as been predicted before the analysis. So currently we will be looking for a chart pattern. Let's see if we can spot anyone. As you can all see, there are a lot of chart pattern on the screen, but I will just go with one. I'll go with one. So currently we have a clear double bottom here. We have a clear double bottom here. Let me mark it out. And double bottom is a reversal pattern, letting us that market have corrected itself from a downtrend to an uptrend. So we are going to see what happened after this chart pattern form, and why does the market buy to this top level. So we are going to see what happened and what are the reasons why the market bought that long. Okay, so now we all know that double bottom, it clearly form at the support level, somewhere like this, somewhere like this. So when you see such kind of rejection, that spot have turned to a support level, and basically your time frame matters. If you want to get the proper time frame that will be very very solid, make sure you are using a time frame like 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours to spot out your chart pattern, your reversal pattern in particular. So now here, market was rejected multiple times at this spot here, and then we are going to put this in consideration as what? As a double button, which serve as a what? Support level. And don't forget, support level is a level where market has been rejected multiple times, and multiple times can be twice, 3 times, 4 times. So as many as possible. Once market have been rejected multiple times at that same equal or a little above that same level, that place is known as what? A zone. And that zone can either be your support or your resistance. So firstly, spot out your reversal pattern, which I already did here. So, and after you spot out your chart pattern, this is how it looks like. Like the one I spotted here is double bottom, and this is how it looks like. So this is one of the things to put in consideration. You must bring in your chart pattern into the chart. So you have to spot out your chart pattern. Now we have spotted out a chart pattern. After you spot out your chart pattern, all you need to do is to mark out the zone, the level where you are considering as your chart pattern. Then try to mark out your neckline. So marking out your neckline will help you to stay focused and wait for the market to what? Drop back to that level. So anytime you spot out your chart pattern, make sure you mark out your neckline. Where's the neckline? Don't forget, this is a W bottom, which is double bottom, and then after you've seen this pattern form, this level here where markets pull up and then retested back the second time before going above. This level here is known as your neckline axis. Is your neckline. So all you need to do is to mark this neckline out this way, the way I did. Just mark it out, and this is your what? Your support level, which we already marked out. So all you need to do after you've marked out your neckline and you've marked out your multiple rejection, which is this, your multiple rejection and your neckline, all you need to do is to wait for the market to break above. So this is what I'm saying. You what? Mark out your multiple rejection, then this is your neckline. You wait for the market to break above the neckline. You see, the market broke above the neckline to this level, and then market started what? Pulling back. So anytime you've marked out your neckline, all you need to do is to wait for the market to pull in or pull back to the neckline axis. So after market have pulled back to the neckline axis, there are things which you will be putting into consideration, and that is particularly candlestick pattern. So don't forget, we study candlestick pattern where we say we have different type of candlestick pattern, where we say we have the engulfing, the indecision, and the rejection. So now what we are going to do, one after the other, we are going to study the candlestick around. And don't forget, indecision candle is a candlestick letting you know that there's no decision between buyers and sellers. And we'll talk about the types of the indecision, where we're talking about the doji, the gravestone, and the dragonfly. And then talking about the rejection bar are like the hammer. Okay, hammer are known as rejection bar. Inverted hammer, they are all known to as rejection bar, because they are very, very powerful. And then after that, we talked about engulfing candlestick. Engulfing candlestick is a candlestick that's giving you a what? High momentum, either by the buyers or by the seller. So anytime we see an engulfing candlestick form in the chart, we know that at this moment market one is more powerful in these people's side. That means either at the side of the buyers or at the side of the seller. So now we already know that double bottom is a reversal pattern, letting us that market will no longer go into selling position, rather going into buying positions. So all we need to do now, after we've marked out our neckline, then we are going to consider candlestick. So let's study the candlestick that form around the neckline axis. So as you can see, markets actually drop back, pull back to the neckline axis with somewhat good engulfing candlestick. You can see this engulfing candlestick, and then all of a sudden we got a what? A bullish candlestick that appears, almost 50% body, covering 50% body of the bearish candle, which is this black one. Then after that, what? The market dropped a little and then pulled back, giving us a dodgy candlestick, which is part of indecision candlestick. So this candlestick here is literally a what? Rejection bar. Actually, is looking like a hammer, and at the same time, we all know what hammer is all about. So have a body at the top with a what? Longer wick, and this occur at the what? At the bottom side of the chart, or at the support level. So now after this hammer formed, then the next candlestick that formed was what? An engulfing candlestick. You can see this candlestick engulfs this black candlestick. So all you need to do is to what? Consider the candlestick that form around your neckline before entering. So, and don't forget, according to the definition of engulfing candlestick, it gives us what? A signal of high momentum, either by buyer or seller. Now, after this engulfing form, all we have to do is to enter for a buy. Don't forget, all you need to do is to wait for the market to pull back to your neckline axis. After pulling back to your neckline axis, you have to what? Consider your price actions. So by what? Checking in your indecision and your maybe rejection bars, rejection candles. So we already have a rejection here, which is letting us that this market might not literally be going down again. So for we to confirm that this market will not be going down anymore, is when we are going to what? put in consideration the next candlestick that will be forming as a bullish. If that candlestick form as bullish, a bullish engulfing, then we are going to what? Take the buy immediately. So after the what? The rejection, engulfing candlestick happens to appear, a bullish engulfing. So this bullish engulfing was now telling us that the market is safe for us to enter for the buy. The market was safe for us to enter for the buy. So all we need to do right from the spot where market was giving us uh, a buy opportunity, all we need to do is to place our what? Buy order. So what we have to do, make sure your stop loss is little bit below the double bottom, and then you can what? Tag your profit either at the current last tie that occur, or if you have more clearer view that market might go beyond it, then you can exceed it. But in this case, you can literally make this place your TP. This level here would be your first TP, and if you want to target your second TP, your second TP will actually be around here. This level here will be your second TP. But firstly, to be at the safer side, make sure your what? Your TP is at the what? Current last high that occurred. And as you can see, the market what? The market started moving immediately in what? In that direction. And the market hit the profit without wasting much of their time, or wasting much of our time. So this is how to consider certain things to be done when doing your technical analysis. So make sure, as I said, you consider your chart pattern, which is one. Secondly, mark out the multiple rejection, mark out your neckline axis, and then wait for the market to pull back into your neckline axis. Then confirm your price action, which are the what? The indecision, the rejection candlesticks. And after that, you confirm your engulfing before you what? Execute a buy or a sell in the market. So this analysis we did here was basically on a buy, on a buy. So if you want to watch what to consider before taking a sell, make sure you watch my next video. So I will be explaining that in my next video. So if you find this video useful, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell and share this to your loved one as you comment. Thank you.